Hold on.
It's Friday, my friends. Fabulous, fabulous Friday here in the Lone Officer Breakfast Club. We're going to have a great day today. Chris Johnstone's in the house, and he's going to freak us out right about, I don't know, now. Welcome to the Lone Officer Breakfast Club, brought to you by the Mortgage Marketing Animals, every Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We have Kelly Dutton in the house, thank God. Woo. We have Sharon Wofford driving her car, as usual, waving through the steering wheel. Always a pleasure.
You know, she's headed to a realtor meeting. You just know it.
You know
She's got that.
Absolutely.
She's got her war paint on. She's got her game face.
Sharon, yeah, it's like, I got things to do.
Yeah, nobody told Sharon it was Friday. She's
I
like,
got
heck no, I
places
got
to-
meetings.
yeah.
I got people I got to talk to.
Yeah, and of course, I'll tune into Breakfast Club along the way. Why would I miss that?
Why not?
Good stuff, man. Wow, how's everybody doing? Hey, put in the chat how you guys are doing today, man. How's it looking for you? I mean, we're heading into the last week of October. But, just how's things looking, man? Things looking good? Put in the chat. Let us know what you're doing. Hey, what's the weather like where you're at? We have rain in California tomorrow, Northern California tomorrow and Sunday, so the weekend's plagued with rain. But
Don't believe it, Frank.
Huh?
Don't believe it. Don't believe it till it's there.
I choose not to believe that it will rain this weekend. Yeah. So, anyways, cool, man. Right on. So, yesterday was pretty interesting with Owen Lee.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was good.
The whole Fannie Freddie thing and all that. It's just. And then, the government's still being shut down. It is, right? Because I stopped looking at all the news and social media. It's still shut down, right?
Yep.
Is it?
As far as I know, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, man, oh man, there's just so many things to look at and think about and be concerned with. But in all honesty, what do we do, Kristen?
I'm sorry, we just do it anyway.
Yeah, man. We
Good
just keep our head down, man.
I was answering somebody in the chat.
Oh, you're caught up in the
talking
chat.
about this. Yeah, I was
Like,
talking
what's
in
that?
the chat.
Sorry.
We were talking about it in the green room. We were saying, just keep our head down and keep going.
That's
Keep
right.
our head down and keep going, man. You know why? Because people, they got to buy and sell houses no matter what's going on. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the government shut down.
Headlines this morning is
What was
mortgage rates are lowest they've been in a year.
Rates are low. People are buying and selling. Just the way it is. People are refinancing. It's just the way it is. So nothing to get all caught up in. It really isn't, right? Right, Chris?
That's it.
Yeah. So
There's always deals to be done. Y'all,
Yeah.
somebody's going to do a deal on Christmas Day, despite Kristen's chagrin. That's,
that's why I asked the other day. I said, "Has anybody ever closed a deal on Christmas Eve?" I have in my career. It just keeps on going, keeps on a rolling. I think we need to check in with Emily Smith. Emily Smith, come on. What do you think? What are your feelings on this?
On
Hi.
closing on Christmas Day? That's crazy, but it's a
Christmas
good
Eve.
move. Oh,
It was Christmas Eve.
It's a good
sorry.
move. It's a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Putting an offer in on a holiday,
Yeah, why not? Yeah. So, but what do you think, though? You feel the same way? Keep your head down, eyes forward. Keep the wheels in motion. Keep pedaling the bike, right? No matter what, right? Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what. That's what we do, man. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see here. What's this? Frank, I watched a CNBC video about the homes with crypto. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's take a minute to talk about this. It was Oh, Jen. Yeah. You're on mute. Yeah. So that was nutty, huh? Wasn't that crazy?
Well, I'm excited for it. Like, we knew it was coming. Things are going digital. It's technology. AI is here.
Yeah.
Financial systems changing over to digital. I mean, we've been digital a long time, except we've had paper money, right? So it's where we're going.
Yeah.
And I've learned about this a number of years ago from my brother. I'm very grateful because after the Bitcoin movement, I said I'll never miss it again. So it's just exciting times, right? For people when you're on your own and you have a little bit to invest and thinking, oh, there's hope.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah.
But it's interesting to see, like, all these people are like, crypto is so bad. It's used for money laundering. And, I've been trying to share with family and friends, like, the positives about it and real facts. So I think now, like, since you've been bringing it up on here, like, people are starting to wake up to what's really happening. So
Yeah. And that video was a trip. It was, if you guys missed it, it was about blockchain and crypto and all the stuff and real estate and how it's eventually they see it like it's going to be the way that that mortgages are done. I mean, and one of the big reasons why is because the blockchain thing makes it extremely secure and impervious to, theft and, fraud and that kind of stuff. So, and it was in particular too was so interesting that like you'd be able to carry your mortgage with you, to other properties, like carry it
That's
with
what
you.
I thought was cool.
It's bizarre. It's like
I was like, what is this?
yeah, like that is just so strange, man. Yeah. And that guy, that broker who was on that video, he's like the first guy that sold a property with crypto. And that's what it was. And it was this just crazy multi-million dollar palace, basically.
Yeah.
And the seller said, sure, I'll take crypto. I'll take some crypto, and somebody bought it with crypto. So what a trip. So anyways.
The Department of Commerce, Frank, just put their reports on the blockchain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the U.S. Department of Commerce.
There you go. See, this is where it's going. And then you got Fannie and Freddie now, who recently did their little whatever it was rule or announcement saying that now they're going to start being able to look at crypto as actual assets, for when it comes to qualification and things like that. So just interesting stuff. Crypto, I tell you, it kind of does sort of segue into AI in a sense, right? It's just tech, it's big tech. It's things that are changing the world and changing the way we operate. AI, of course, being one of them. In the green room, we were talking. I think it was Gen Z. You said that somebody won some money by asking Chat. Was it you, Chris?
No, it was Jen.
Jen. What happened, Jen?
A lady asked ChatGPT what the winning lottery numbers were going to be. She played them and she won.
Wow. There you go.
And her name is not Gen Z.
It is not.
No.
But you better believe Chris Johnstone's writing a prompt right now, on how we could make all this happen, for all of us. Yeah. So anyway, hey, let's get to you, Chris Johnstone, AI 101, part one of an ongoing series of getting back to the basics and being able to deploy this crazy thing we call AI into our business. What do you got, man?
There is still chance out there. Thanks. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Everybody having a good day?
Yeah, man.
Happy people. Okay, cool. So, yes, please write that prompt. Asa, sorry, brother, I can't help you with that one. You are on your own. Hey, look, make your calls. There's a winning call in those are the lottery numbers.
There you go. That's a good way to, yeah. There's a winning call. Maybe not winning numbers. Yeah, winning numbers are the phone number. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah.
That's it. Okay, so I'll back up a little bit. The reason why we're starting something new this morning is because I went to an event for just top producers. Company brought me in, flew me in, did this thing, had this huge keynote presentation of like really advanced AI strategies because I figured top producers, this is going to be amazing. I walked in and just wanted to get the room engaged for the first 5 or 10 minutes, get to know everybody. And I said, okay, great. So how many of you have AI responding to your emails? Nobody put their hand up. And I was like,
yeah, I didn't.
It's like, are you taking AI and using ChatGPT to respond to your emails? It was like a couple of hands went up. And I was like, okay, if I do this presentation, I'm going to be out in left field. So let's just start with the basics. And I just fired up my laptop and we just did a Q&A about ChatGPT and it was incredible. And so I had this realization that perhaps starting from the basics is the most valuable thing that we can do here. So I put together a 12 module process for us to walk through. And it's really my journey of how I started with AI and really got to the advanced level that we're at now inside the Loan Officer CRM. And I'm just going to walk you along that path. So we're going to start at the very basics of how to set up your ChatGPT account. And then every week, we're going to build on top of that knowledge until you become an AI-powered loan officer.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time.
So that's what we're going to be doing for like the next 12-ish modules here on Breakfast Club every Friday. So is that good with everybody? Does everybody think, is that okay? All right. So I would like to preface this also with one other thing. The reason why we're starting where we are today is because I believe that ChatGPT is most likely to be the AI company that becomes the Google of artificial intelligence. If you look at the ones that are going mass market, when you say AI to the standard person on the street, what do they think AI is? They'll respond back with ChatGPT, right? They've been able to get the marketplace to associate, okay, if I'm going to go try AI, I'm going to go try ChatGPT. They're kind of like the mass market option. And that's important for us because our customers are replacing Google searches with using ChatGPT in their daily lives. And they're using it to track their favorite sports teams. They're using it to do their research. They're using it to do their fitness routines. They're using it for therapy. They're using it for all of these incredible use cases. And we're living through the transition of people having to do Google searches and read websites and go through their research to find the answers, because all Google is a company that finds answers for people, right? Well, that's being replaced by artificial intelligence assistants that are going to be just with you on your devices as we go through this transition to this new internet, this new way of doing things. And Frank and Jen, you're absolutely right. We're going through another major technology shift, and blockchain is part of that. Crypto is part of that. Artificial intelligence is part of that. Search is part of that. And so I'm here beating the drum in our community, in the mortgage industry, that we were very early on Google business pages. You need to be getting as many Google reviews as you possibly can. You still need to do that, still foundational, but this is going to be the next thing. And these are going to be the highest quality consumer direct leads that we get. And as I teach you how to set up your ChatGPT account, how to put in the settings, and I'm going to give you a prompt where you can copy and paste all your information, the more that you use that account on ChatGPT, the more content that you create, the more answers that you create for the questions for your customers, for people online, the more that you use it, you're teaching the artificial intelligence who you are and that you're an expert in all the different mortgage types in your local marketplace. And the only way that we know reliably to get artificial intelligence to recommend you to new customers that are using AI to search for real estate and to search for mortgages is to prove to it that you're the expert. So what I'm teaching you how to do is how to teach AI that you're the expert. So you can see here, I've done a search on Google for Tampa Mortgage Broker. And go down here, you see the map that shows up on the front page, right? Well, now inside ChatGPT, this is where the searches are happening. And it's this long string that people are going through where they start searching for real estate. And it might be a fix and flip. They might be a first-time home buyer. It doesn't matter. What at VA, reverse. People are going to ChatGPT to ask their questions and go through this process. And then at the end, the ChatGPT will actually prompt them on like, hey, looks like you're ready to submit a mortgage application. Would you like some recommendations? And they say, yes. So our goal is to get it in your local marketplace, in the mortgage types that you specialize in, to get the artificial intelligence to recommend you, which is what we've done here with our client, the Orlicki Group. When we started working with them, they were not recommended by ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok at all. And now they're number one as recommended by ChatGPT. So as we go through this journey, that's where we're going to get you to. And I'm going to show you all the things that we're doing behind the scenes because we do this for clients. And that's what we're doing today. So sound like a good plan, Frank?
Yeah. And I like the way you're kind of opening it up here by saying, this is where we want to get you. It's real. This exists. It's possible. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. I talked to a buddy of mine, RJ, yesterday or 2 days before. And between his Google and ranking inside of AI, he's getting a call a day.
No
right
kidding.
now. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, it's happening so much faster than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to take a couple of years for AI to really make just like a, wow, I'm getting calls type of impact in a mortgage business. And it's already here.
Wow.
So that's where we want to go. Okay. So, what I've done is I've created this document, and this document takes you through all the settings that I'm going to walk you through right now, and it gives you a prompt. So after the call or after Build It with Chris, you can come in here, get your prompt, put it into the settings. In order to get the prompt, you just go to Facebook. I've got a post here on Facebook. Jen, did you get that post that I put in the chat at the very beginning? Okay. If you could just post that for everybody in the chat. And then those of you that are listening to this, you can go to Facebook, search the business page, Loan Officer AI CRM, Chris Johnstone. My name is on there. You can find the post. It says AI 101 and make a comment, and we'll send that over to you. Now, inside ChatGPT, you have an outrageous amount of tools available to you in both the free and the paid plan. The difference between free and paid is speed. So the free version is slower than the paid version. And then some of the advanced tools, like being able to create custom GPTs and being able to get into additional data inside the deep research mode and that sort of thing, is available. It doesn't matter whether you're using the free version or the paid version. Everything that you create in that account goes into the large language model of ChatGPT. So you are training it that you are an expert. So for our end goal of getting AI to recommend you as a result of you using this incredible tool, both of them will work. I recommend the paid plan. And the reason why is I always want the new, I always want the most advanced, and we still work AI to the point where it's like, hey, hold up a little bit. We need a break, right? So I recommend that as you start using AI for your questions and in your business, that you invest the $30 or $20 a month in the actual program itself. I'll give a quick little use case of how to start thinking about your ChatGPT account once you have all your settings done. We had a phenomenal question about an appraisal that came in the chat when we had the appraisal conversation this week, Frank. And we had a little back and forth in the chat of, hey, take all the private information out of that, load it into ChatGPT, and get ChatGPT to do deep research on the marketplace. Find reasons why that should be higher, and then help craft the email that goes back to the appraiser that makes the case that the appraisal should be increased. We have seen loan officers, and I've stood face to face with loan officers that have gone through that process, sent the email, and had the adjustment done. That would take hours and hours and hours of time doing it the traditional way in order to save that deal. With AI, it can be done in 5-10 minutes. You look it over, make it your own, and then send it. Is it, Frank, you with me on just like when you have a problem in your mortgage business, look to how AI can assist you with it because it's this new assistant that comes along with you?
Indeed. Yeah, I do it all the time.
Okay. So everybody here in this group, part of being AI powered is just when you're having a conversation or a question, bringing your ChatGPT in account into that conversation and just see what it does. See what it comes up with. Just start testing it, having some fun with it. When you start to do that, you'll notice up in the top left-hand corner, there's this button that says ChatGPT 5. You've got when you click on it, it's got all the different types of this large language model. This is the most recent one that you can use. And you've got instant, which is fast, and it gives you the answers right away. Thinking mini, which is a smaller data set, essentially, that allows it to still think quickly, give you good responses, but you can chat with it back and forth like it's a conversation. And then thinking, which is where you will ask it a question and it will go out and use agents in the background, which is other little AIs that it uses, to go do research. So it will search the internet for you. It will read websites for you. It will pull in all the data, show you the sources that it read, and deliver the information back to you. So it's not an instant communication. It's not an instant conversation, but you're giving it a task. It's going out, it's doing the work, and it might take a minute to come back to you and deliver the response, but it's actually gone to the internet, read all the sources, and then delivered the answer back to you. And then you've got Pro, which is research grade intelligence, which we don't need for the majority of the stuff that we're doing here in the mortgage business. So this is how you choose the model and how you're going to interact with ChatGPT. Then you've got this little plus symbol underneath where it says, what are you working on? And this is on the desktop, but it's also on the mobile version. If you click on that plus, you can add photos and files. So Frank, some of the humorous photos that I send to you outside of this stuff, we upload a photo and you can have your logo and you can have a headshot and you can say, put me on Superman's body with my business logo on my chest, flying to a closing or whatever, right? And it will come out and it will produce that image for you. The image creation is becoming outrageous. Between Nano Banana on Google and what they're doing with ChatGPT, within a year, you're going to be able to create photorealistic images where you can't tell the difference between what's real and what's been generated by AI. Where I really like to use the photos and files and uploads is with real estate partners. We'll take their photo, do something fun with it so it catches their eye. All kinds of interesting things that you can do with that. And I'm going to be sharing image prompts. We're going to do a whole class just on image generation and what types of images, giving a bunch of prompts for different, images you can use for your social media marketing, images you can use for your realtor marketing. We're going to do a whole class on that. Then we've got deep research. This is outrageous. If you have not yet experienced deep research, you can give it any problem that you're looking for, and it will go out, read research papers, find all the most recent information, and then really dive deep into that data and deliver you the response. But what it also allows you to do is to ask it to change its output, and you can tell it, show that to me in a pie chart, show that to me in a graph, give me that data on a dot plot. And you can take all this data on historical interest rates for the last 25 years or historical home prices in your specific market and have it punch it out on a beautiful graph based on the deep research that it's done. So you can, most of the top producers have some form of newsletter or communication that they're sending out to all the realtors and all their past clients. Deep research is the tool to put together in a minute's time really intelligent, beautiful looking market research on your local marketplace so that you can send it out to your past customer database and your real estate agents. Then you've got create image, agent mode, and add sources. We're going to do a class on sources and talk about that. And then we also have down here study and learn, web search, Canvas, and Figma. Canvas is incredible. We're going to do a whole class on this, but essentially, Frank, ChatGPT has created a wireframe board where you can tell it to build a process and it will switch to this mode where you can see like an org chart. But you can move modules around, and then you can connect those modules to tools and actually have ChatGPT build and run things for you. So again, this is all stuff that we're going to get into. But for today,
Can we do that one next week?
no, too advanced.
Okay.
Too advanced. Don't worry. We got a plan. Okay, so down here in the bottom left-hand corner, you're going to see your picture. And you're going to click on that picture, and you're going to go to personalization. And when you do that, this menu is going to pop up, and it's going to give you all the settings of your ChatGPT account. And this is where we teach ChatGPT who you are so it can recommend you to people in the future, because it learns that you are a mortgage expert in your local marketplace. So we'll start up here at general. The theme is light or dark. Accent color, if you've got a favorite color, that is one of the options that they give you. There's, I think, 7 options. You can just choose to make it your photo. Language, spoken language, and then the voice. So Frank, you know when you've got the voice that you're talking to when you're using ChatGPT, this is where you can change that voice to a voice that you like. Oddly enough, my daughter has one voice that she likes, and my son has another voice that he likes. So I have to go into this setting and change it back and forth depending on what we're doing and what we're working on. So anyways, this section here that says show additional models, because I have that turned on, Frank, that's why I was able to see that Figma and those other menu options in the bottom, because I have that turned on. So if you're looking through your settings and you didn't see that, you have to go into general, turn on show additional models, and those will show up. Then you have notifications. These are just, do you want to get email notifications or push notifications from ChatGPT based on responses, tasks, projects, and recommendations. I have all of these turned on because I want to see what the AI will do or won't do. But when you set tasks, this one right here is the one that you want to take advantage of. So everybody that's been on Build It with Chris on Fridays and taken some of the advanced training, you know that we can set a deep research task to happen every Friday morning. And it goes out, finds all of the information about what happened this week in your local marketplace with interest rates, with the stock market. It delivers you this package of information for you to then turn into a blog. And then that's your social media content, your email content, all that stuff. Well, when you have these push notifications on, when it does the task for you, you get a text message on your phone, like a notification that looks like a text message. It's like, hey, I just did your work for you. It always makes me feel great when I see AI going out and doing my work for me, which is pretty cool. So that's where you turn the notifications on. Then we get to personalization. This is where the magic happens. So you enable customization by turning this feature on. So you see this little toggle here. You're going to want to turn that toggle on. You can choose a personality for your ChatGPT, and this is the style and tone in which it will speak to you. Frank, I don't think you'll be surprised. I have mine set to nerd. But there are all kinds of different options that you can put in there, and it really does change the conversations that you have with it. Then we have custom instructions. This is where you are going to copy and paste the prompt that I have given away today. So you go into this document, you go down to the bottom of page 2, and it says start of prompt. And I'm just going to make this like huge. So this is the start of your prompt right here in the document. It says, my name is name, and I'm a mortgage loan officer that specializes in, and then you insert loan and client types right here. And so what you're teaching AI, every time you have a conversation with it about the mortgage business, it's going to relate it back to this information in your account. And so you're telling it, this is my market, this is where I'm located, and these are the customers that I help, and these are the types of loans that I fund. And this is incredibly important because as we see customers coming in and funding loans with our clients that we have ranked on AI, they're all coming in on specific product types. So Frank, we had a client that actually filled out a full mortgage application from a recommendation by Grok. That person was an out-of-state buyer looking for a self-declared income product. So they're looking for an expert in a market that specializes in a loan type, and the AI recommended not only our client, but gave our client's application link. They clicked on the link inside AI, filled out the full application. That's how much trust people have in the recommendations from these AI agents. They truly are becoming a referral partner. So it's like you've got your database, you've got your qualified agents and your referral partners, and now you've got AI. I believe this is another leg on the table that we're going to have access to in the future. So you have to take the time to insert your loan and client types so that AI can match you with those people after you've built your authority with the AI. You want to put your NMLS number in there, location, company name, and then your entire digital footprint. Put your website, your online application link, your booking link for your calendar. If you've got it inside the CRM, use that link. But if not, just a link to your calendar. You can put your Google Calendar link in there if you've got that link to your business information. Your Google profile, your main socials. If you've got a website out there, put it in here so that ChatGPT can go search it, find out more about you, and then use that information to recommend you in the future. So you simply take this, copy it, take it back to your ChatGPT account, paste it inside the custom instructions, and then edit it and put your name in here. And when you're all done, hit save down at the bottom. Now, I've made this prompt so that you have room to customize it to you. But there's a 1,500 character limit in here. So I've set this at roughly 900 characters. So you've got another 600 to fill in all your information about you. So just a heads up that you might run into that. If you see a big red box around it, what it's asking you to do is make it shorter. And when you get it to the 1,500 characters, you can hit save. If you have trouble with, yes.
Not to interrupt, but two really, really good questions in the chat that I think will be quick to answer. Number one, does it dilute it if we put more than one specialization?
No, it doesn't. And that is a phenomenal question. And thank you for stopping me.
Yeah. The other one was, hey, if I go in now and update my ChatGPT with this, will it impact what it knows about me for the last 3 years?
It won't impact it. It will enhance it.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
it will still have all of that past information, but just add this to it.
Wonderful. Thanks, Chris.
Great questions. Then we've got nickname. What should ChatGPT call you? You can have some fun with this. Occupation, obviously mortgage lender, loan officer, and mortgage broker if you're in the broker channel. More about you, your interests, values, or preferences to keep in mind. We also have in the prompt down here all of the loans that you can copy and paste in that section as well. Kristen, this lines up exactly with your question. We're under memory. It says reference saved memories. Let ChatGPT save and use memories when responding. Reference chat history, and then record mode. Reference record history. So let ChatGPT reference all previous recording transcripts and notes when responding. You want all of these turned on because as you're teaching the AI about mortgages, about the mortgage business, about how to help people's credit scores, all of this wonderful information, every conversation that you have with it, it learns from, but it can also reference your conversations and deliver them to people. So if you turn on your ChatGPT account, you turn on voice mode, and you're like, let's do a deep dive into help people, first-time home buyers, how to increase their credit score so they pay the least amount and they get the lowest mortgage rate. And you have this like fantastic 15-minute conversation with ChatGPT while you're in the car. And you give it all the different tips and tricks that you know from being on Breakfast Club and all this amazing stuff. Then you finish that conversation, you share it, so it goes out into the public. When there's a customer that's a first-time home buyer that asks ChatGPT the question of how do I increase my credit score so that I get the lowest mortgage rate, and there's a tip in your conversation, it will actually, with citations, bring your conversation to that person and give them the answer. Because it references your knowledge and your information that you've taught it. So you're the authority and you get referenced. So when you go on Google and Google gives you those AI snippets at the top and it's pulling information from a website, ChatGPT is going to be doing the same thing, but referencing conversations that it's had with users to answer the question. But it's only going to feature the responses from the authorities that have been verified and it's known to be true. So the more information that you can get into your ChatGPT right now as an authority builds that for the future. But let's not forget that it's literally like creating your blog content for you, creating your social media for you, all those wonderful stuff.
Hey, just as a reminder, if you're enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube, you can catch our live shows. The live shows are really cool because there's oftentimes downloads and giveaways. It's really, really fun. To subscribe, you simply go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. That's loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. Subscribe and join us on our live shows. They're 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Hope to see you there.
So that's our basic settings and our script. Today's work to do on Fridays here is to take that prompt, customize it, go into ChatGPT, update your personalization settings, hit save, and you're done for the day. And then come back next week and we'll keep going with it. Kristen, did we have any other questions in the chat?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions in the chat. A lot of people are kind of putting their email address in. I know Jen was trying to write them all down feverishly. We really want people to go to the Facebook prompt if you can. If you're not on Facebook though, and you drop your email in, Jen will try to get it down and get it to you. Yeah, there was a really good question here. What is it possible if you're a Mortgage Marketing Animals member to kind of take this 12-part series you're doing and maybe utilize it as an opportunity to talk to your real estate agents and share some knowledge with them? What are your thoughts around that, Chris?
Oh, I think that's a great idea. Absolutely. Let's talk about that, because even like a class specific for real estate agents that people could invite to or something like that. Like, yes, I'm happy to support the Mortgage Marketing Animals members with something specific just for them to do that. I think that would be awesome. Who had that suggestion? Because that's a brilliant idea.
Sean McManaman.
My man, Sean, great idea.
Yeah, he's a member. So yeah, we'll see. Figure something with that out. The other question was from Matt Peterson. He's part of the SEO program, and he's like, "Hey, is this already being done for us, or is this something we need to go in and do?"
So great question. Yes, it is already being done for you. That being said, the benefit that you're going to get on your side of things is the output that the AI does for you. So don't feel like, oh, hey, Chris's team has got this for me. I'm good. I don't have to do anything, because becoming an AI-powered loan officer isn't a product that you buy. It's a thing that we're hoping to become, because when you understand how chat works and how AI works, and you can get a question and answer it using AI when your competitor doesn't know how to do it, in 6 months, there's so many aspects of your business that this touches. Your competition is like, where did this person come from? How are they doing all of this? This is outrageous. And you end up with an advantage that's so great by learning the tools and using the tools, that you just become a loan officer with an advantage over the competition. And then there is another side of that, right? You don't want to be caught on the other end of that, because I believe it's a disadvantage. So yes, we're taking care of everything for you, but I do believe that you should also be using the tools and going through the trainings and using ChatGPT on your own, because of the benefits that you get from the actual output that you get.
Awesome. And there's a lot of other questions. Are you going to be tackling this and build it with Chris today by any chance, or is that something different?
No, this is where we're going deep. And we're going to talk about the additional settings. But what we're also going to do is just talk about how we're going to go more into the deep rankings. And the topic technically for Build It with Chris today is, it's not have you Googled yourself, it's have you ChatGPT'd yourself. And we're just going to get everybody to go in and understand, like, okay, what's the foundation of my brand on AI? Like, am I even showing up? What's happening here? and just getting everybody with a footprint of why these settings are so important.
Okay. So if you want to dig deeper into this, I know we're like way over time.
Yeah, sorry.
Builditwithchris.com. I put it in the chat if anybody, and that's a free for everybody. Anybody can register for that class.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. So builditwithchris.com. Oh, still sharing the screen. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Woo.
Hey, and just as an FYI,
My
so
man.
we're Diane and I were just talking about this. We have a new version of the original Agent Mastermind, Agent Marketing that we've done. I know Frank grabbed the flag and ran with it for several years and has some fantastic recordings up on the site. That's all going to stay there. We're going to start doing them live again. It's going to be led by a top real estate agent, is the one that's going to be actually leading it. And so, Chris, we would love. We'll make sure that this agent has you on that show, and you can do some real estate specific. So the members, you can invite your realtor. Like there's two ways you could do this. I was just sitting here thinking, is one way I can watch Chris's class and then I can teach it, right? And that's a great way, right? And Chris says, hey, absolutely, you can do that, right? So that's a great way to do it. Gosh, there's just so much though, Chris, depending upon what your starting off curve is, it might be easier to send an invite to your agents to come to Chris's class where he's talking to real estate agents.
Indeed.
And that might be a little bit better way of doing it. Maybe we could do like and Chris is just hearing this for the first time. Maybe we could do like a little 4-week series or something like that, just for the real estate agents. And so,
That'd be awesome.
Good stuff, Chris.
Good idea.
Right on, right on. Yeah, everybody had a good time this morning. That was fun.
Indeed.
Well, I sure am glad you kept it basic. I'm sitting there going, come on. When's something coming I don't know? Come on.
Right on.
All right. Smoke them if you got them. That's all I got to say. Smoke them if you got them. That was good stuff, Chris. Thank you so much.
Hey, my pleasure. Looking forward to next week.
All right. Get that prompt in there, man. Go through and personalize your ChatGPT and get ready for next week. It's going to be good, man. Great stuff. What a terrific series. Thank you, Chris. You're right. This was an important way to go about it because, just starting from the beginning here and having it laid out
the thing
step
is,
by
Frank,
step. Yeah.
Like the basics 2 months ago is different than the basic. No, really, than the basics today. It's just totally different. Just like if you look at Facebook, the first 3 years that it was going, and it still changes, but it changed dramatically from month to month to month to month. And that's what AI is doing as it's getting better, as it's building itself. It's allowing us to come on the journey of it going from birth, and I'd say right now it's a toddler, and we're going, we're going through that journey with it. And so, what you learned a month ago is going to be different today. And I'm sure, Chris, again, like in, I don't know, first of the year or February or March or something like that, you go, all right, let's do it again. Cause it's all, it's a lot of new stuff.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Wowza, yowza. Great stuff. What a great show. Really appreciate it. Well, let's move on. Let's go on,
last
man.
thing. Hey, Chris Johnstone, keep February 16th and 17th. Are you going to be in the northern hemisphere of the world?
I'll be in the central hemisphere.
You'll be in this. Where are you going to
be? Brother, whatever you need. I got you.
No, I got it. Cool. Yeah, keep the 16th and the 17th. Keep that open. Okay. And Frank.
He disappeared.
That wasn't me.
It wasn't me. My hands weren't even on that computer.
I heard my name. I don't know what it's about, but I'm sure he'll let us know. Anyways, guys, let's get on with our weekend. What do you say? You guys have a great day. Thank you, Chris Johnstone. Always a pleasure. Looking forward to seeing you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Adios.
Have a great weekend, everybody.